So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Stop shy of the 45.
Christian McCaffrey
showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
The tackle made at the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready? Black 30. Easy, easy.
Let's get off the field, D.
No spacing.
Mike, 28. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
I got you. 50.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out for Anderson.
That's what it is, baby.
That's 5. Touchdown, Carolina.
Complete to Robbie
Anderson.
Touchdown.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Point after try forthcoming. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this carries into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Shift.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Check, Mike 33. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
3rd down.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Hey.
Off the play fake. Huntley. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
42-yard line.
Set. Blue 30. 77. 77.
65.
Roethlisberger will throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this.
McCaffrey on the toss right. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me swirl. Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Carolina.
I got you. Nicholas, 66.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. And they go with McCaffrey. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Nothing.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Gurley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Todd Gurley, the ball.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 8 yards.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms, and this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers, but that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there, and not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Mike, check 33. 33. It's a party now. Woo!
Check smash. Check smash.
33. Come on.
To throw again. Huntley. And his throw is incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now he's going to throw deep right. It's caught inside the 25.
That's good.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Check Mike 33. All day. Check. Hurt. Kill.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 14-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Right. He's tough. Hey, smash. Tell him to right. Hey, we on it.
To throw, Huntley. That's complete to Smith. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 12-0 the score after one on EA Sports. On first and goal, Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. A try here for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Kick is good. Makes the score Panthers 12, Falcons 7. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
57 to Mike.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
With the carry for Carolina.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
From the 29, Roethlisberger. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Huntley got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Younghoe Koo lining up.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Number 22.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Roethlisberger steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Dragon 60.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Go, go, go. Mike check 33. 33.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Huntley. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation.
And he's going to go down again.
The quarterback,
Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
A first throw for the backup, Ryan. Rolling to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to fight defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
3rd and 8.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And I think the ball's out. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
The 49-yard line.
18 Cardinal. Mustang 19.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Mike, check.
On first down, Huntley.
Watch his screen.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Hey, smash Bronco.
Here's Huntley. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Come 19.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. You're trapped.
Riggs.
Mike, check 33. 33.
Here it comes.
Off play action. Huntley. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready. Mike 280. Check Mike 33. I got him.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Christian McCaffrey.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
8. Let's go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Falcons.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Huntley.
He's not gonna get me.
The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
41-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Huntley sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Younghoe Koo on for the field goal. A 47.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's 2 halves at the top.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Huntley. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
19 Lion. Rig alert. Rig alert.
Staying open.
Hey, go.
To throw on 2nd down, Huntley. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Jones. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Gurley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Brought down by
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Watch the ship.
On 3rd down, they'll run it to Gurley. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check. Fresno.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
7-yard line.
Ready?
Mike 50.
Warrior 70.
I'm here all day. Right there.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of
A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
Get off the field.
Chap 60.
Off play action. Huntley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
For the point after.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a two-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right.